Stepney was back on the island of Sodor. He had recently helped reopen an old branch line. He was waiting for Percy with the mail one night.
"Sorry for not telling you, Percy," Stepney said.
It's okay, it was a nice surprise, but do tell me about the other engines.
"Well, can you keep a secret?" Stepney asked, and Percy smiled.
Yes, I can.
"Well?"
Edward was working in the yards at Wellsworth Station when the Fat Controller arrived.
Edward, I want you to collect some trucks from the old station.
Yes, sir. And he puffed off. The old station wasn't used anymore by passengers. None of the engines remembered it ever being used. Nothing stopped there. The rails in the yards were old and rusted. There was also some trucks with old bits of scrap and some rusted ones as well. Edward began to happily shunt. He took the newer looking trucks and came back for the old rusted ones. Their brakes were old and weak. As he bumped them, they rolled across the yard. And disappeared into a bush. That's odd, Edward said. His driver and fireman got out and went through the bush. Then they came back. You won't believe what we found, they exclaimed and told Edward. They rushed to the signal box to call the Fat Controller.
An old branch line, you say? At the old station? Wait there, I'm on my way.
He arrived later with Stanley, who was fitted with a snowplough and had some workmen. They tested the track's strength.
It's all good, sir,
one said, and they took Stanley and Edward down the line. Stanley pushed the bushes out of the way with the snowplough. And they crossed some old bridges and past some small stations. And they arrived at a small harbour with 3 sheds.
Well, I'll be. It's the old Kurt Ronan line. My great-grandfather told me of this old line.
He beamed. Suddenly the track under Edward's wheels ground.
Stanley, You and the workmen stay here tonight and clear the line. Edward is too heavy for this track.
And he walked over to one of the old sheds.
Just as I thought. Hello, my dear. Yes, yes, of course. Give me time and we'll have you working again.
And with that, he got on Edward and left. That night, Stanley was scared. Driver, don't like it here, he stuttered.
It's okay, Stanley. Nothing's going to happen.
Leave this place. What was that? I don't know. Leave this place. The ghostly voice came again. This time, there were two of them. You're in danger. This is our line. Three voices came this time. I'm not staying here, Stanley said with wobbly wheels. He started to move. There was a creak and a groan, and the queue side where he was collapsed behind him. That was close. Can we please leave, driver? And they puffed away. The next day, Edward came and forced the doors on the shed open. Inside, there was something covered in tarpaulin. Edward coupled up to them and took them to the works. Over the next week, he started to take parts to the line and to the works. And that's where I come into the story, Percy, Stepney smiled. I rebuilt this line and I'm now waiting for those three to come back.
But who are they? What are they?
Stepney smiled and steamed off. You can come back tomorrow and find out, he whistled as he left the yard.